And we're back. It looks like we're live, and it looks like everything's working
What's up, y'all?
for sure. And today we are here. We're gonna take a look at this monk tree. My wife plays a monk, but she's not here right now, so we're not gonna get her thoughts. We're gonna get my thoughts and Devil's thoughts. Um, what we're gonna do is we're gonna read these talents, and if they're not boring, we're gonna talk about them. If they are boring, I'm just gonna read the next one.
Right.
Um,
So,
We'll debate the choose ones and see which one we'd take. Uh,
quick, quick overviews. Experience.
yeah. So my experience with a monk is, like I said, my wife plays a monk, so I've done quite a bit of research to help her play because she doesn't do research; she just plays. And as a Mistweaver, she does pretty good.
And
Um,
of course, we all started with a monk at when Miss Pandaria came out.
oh yeah, that was fun.
I started
This
with Windwalker. I liked it till Warlords of Draenor. Then I started going to Missweaving because I liked how they healed, and it kind of felt more hybridy than ever. And it kind of just stuck with me, and I just dove off of Windwalker unless I needed to be it. So
so actually,
that was
when
my experience.
Windwalker is my least favorite spec. I really like Brewmaster, and Missweaver is a lot of fun, especially the fist weaving.
Yeah, and
Which
Brewmaster came in at the last minute for me and Shadowlands because Brewmaster started having some good talents and gameplay for me as a PvPer because I started playing Brewmaster as a PvP in Battlegrounds and it was strong for some reason, but I liked it.
mhm, yeah, we've got a lot of good insight on the monk because
But yeah,
but we should probably get started here before we waste too much time.
yep, two general talents.
So we're gonna start with the first talent. We're on the general tree and the Mistweaver tree. Uh, so you start with Soothing Mist, 0% of mana plus zero point 0.4, 40-yard range per second range. Brewmaster Windwalker heals the target for 440% of spell power over 8 seconds while channeling Enveloping Mist and Vivify. May be cast instant on the target. It's the same for Mistweaver. Alrighty.
Mhm.
So we'll go over these Mistweaver talents and then the middle talents and then the last talents. Well, what do we got here? Rising Sun Kick and then Tiger's Lust. Tiger's Lust? Really?
Yep.
All right, so the first talent we have on the Mistweaver side is Roll, which I don't know why this is here, like behind this one, unless you want all the monks to take this one so they can get their movement ability. Ah, man, I have a problem with movement abilities being in the trees. Like,
Oh, they actually changed this. They did have it as an actual like this was supposed to grant you your roll, but they actually this is for another charge of roll.
oh, it's a second charge of Roll. Okay,
Yeah, it says grants another charge of roll or cheaters torpedo.
okay, fixed it. Never mind. If
Yeah,
that's what it
they
does,
just changed it. This is 2.0.
anyway,
So,
roll grants an additional charge of roll and chi torpedo. No, wait,
yeah, they
yeah,
just changed this.
let's see here. I'm gonna go look down here.
Just not the tooltip.
Oh, roll's not down here. Yeah, I see why people were upset, but they clarified that already. Cool. Um,
Yeah.
Next we have Vivify. Um, Vivify. This is probably or Vivify rank 2, so it's probably improved Vivify. Vivify healing increased by 40%. Um, we'll leave that middle one for later. Off of roll, you can get Tiger Tail Sweep. Increase the range of Leg sweep by 2 yards and reduce the cooldown by 10 yards. Okay.
And that's not
Heavy
updated.
air. Increase the range of crackling jade lightning by 10 yards. Ooh, that's nice. That's kind of DPS-y. I feel like it should be attached to the DPS tree. Or like the DPS talent. Rising Sun Kicks. Instead of Vivify being there. Like these two should swap places.
What, heavy air?
Heavy air and Vivify, or improve Vivify, or
Well, no, because I mean it's heavy air. It's more you're still kind of
well, no,
missing up the air.
I'm talking about like what it does. It should be closer to Rising Sun Kick, which is the Windwalker talent.
Yeah, I'm going by like feeling.
Yeah, no, it's still a Mistweaver talent. Don't get me wrong there, but like it should just be one slot over. And then below that we have Vicarious Vivification, which Vivify is now instant cast. Okay, that's really good. Over here on the other side, we have Elusive Miss. Wait, did I read Grace of... No, I didn't. Grace of the Crane. Increase all healing taken by 2%. See, and then that's after a damage talent.
That's also not updated for the 2-pointer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they just need to switch Heavy Air and Vivify spots. Like, they don't even have to adjust the way the lines work or none of that shit. Just swap these two.
Yeah, I mean, it also just came out too, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what these are for. They're for feedback and first impressions.
Yeah.
Elusive Miss. 0% base mana plus 4% 40-yard range. Reduce all damage taken while channeling Soothing Mist by 3/6. Okay.
So 1 point, then 2 point.
Yeah, 3 and then 6. Then we have our first choose one talent. We have Chi Wave or Chi Burst. Chi Wave is a 15-second cooldown, instant cast. A wave of Chi energy flows through friends and foes, dealing 14.2015% attack power nature damage, or 42% of attack power healing bounces 7 times to targets within 25 yards. Or Chi Burst. 1 second, cast, 30-second cooldown, 40-yard range, hurls a torrent of Chi energy up to 40 yards forwards, dealing 46% attack power nature damage to all enemies and 94.5% attack power healing to the monk and all allies in its path. Healing reduced beyond 6 targets. Brewmaster, casting Chi Burst does not prevent avoiding attacks. Does not prevent avoiding attacks? What? Okay. Windwalker. Chi Burst generates 1 Chi per enemy target damaged, up to 2, or a maximum of 2. And then we go down and we have Rollout. During Chi Torpedo or Roll, you are immune to roots and snares. On the other side, we got a defensive magic cooldown. Diffuse magic, 1.5 minute cooldown. Reduce the magic damage you take by 60 for 6 seconds and transfers all currently active harmful magic effects on you back on their original caster if possible. Ooh. I think they added that second part. At least they have since the last time I read it. I like the placement of this. Because it doesn't look like it takes too many points to get here, regardless of which spec you're going for.
Yeah.
Below that, we have Escape from Reality. After you use Transcendence transfer, you can use Transcendence transfer again within 10 seconds, ignoring its cooldown. During this time, you can cast Vivify on yourself, and its healing is reduced or increased by 70%, and 50% of its cost is refunded. What's that get up to?
Still, that's also another
It's bugged.
tail one.
All right, on the other side, we got
35 to 70.
Yeah, most likely. On the other side, we got Close to Heart. You and your allies within 10 yards have a 2% increased leech. I'm going to love running with my wife on everything. Leech is so much fun. I love it. I'm a big fan of that. I'm not sure how that fits thematically, but I'm not going to complain about it.
I mean, it's not a point system, so.
Well, I mean, it does kind of make sense. As they fight, they get to heal, and that encourages them to fist weave.
Mm-hmm.
Save them all. When your healing spells heal an ally whose health is below 35% maximum health, you gain an additional 10% healing for the next 4 seconds. I'm assuming that goes up to 20.
Yep, this one goes 20.
And then the capstone talent, Summon Jade Serpent Statue. 40-yard range, instant, 10-second cooldown, summons the Jade Serpent statue at the target's location. When you channel Soothing Mist, the statue also channels Soothing Mist on the target, healing for 22 or 220% of spell power. Over 8 seconds. Moving on. I don't like that that's the capstone talent. That's boring. What the fuck? Like, I like that it's here in the base tree. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I like that, because, like...
Yeah, I mean, I just looked over and it looks like the other ones are the same way.
White Tiger. Okay. We're going with summon statues at the end. Okay. Meh. Switch it and put the passive at the end. Nah, it allows you to just be optional with the statue, because I know not everybody likes playing with the statues.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really either.
Yeah.
I always forget to put my freaking statue down, so never grab it.
They should make them a choose one and then give you a buff so you don't have to put the statue down instead. Like for this, they could just give you a I don't know. The ability to shoot one out of you at a second target at random for like a quarter of the healing of Soothing Mist rather than half. I don't know, but that just it needs something. Do better. Moving on. We're just gonna go straight down the middle here. Because I want to leave the one side of the whatchamacallit for the end, so we'll just go straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Rising Sun Kick, 2 Chi, and or slash 1.5% base mana melee range, instant 10-second cooldown. Pretty standard. Calming Present, reduce all damage taken by 3%. Is this the tank tree? Transcendence, split your body, and I think I read that wrong. Yeah, I think this is the tanking section of the tree, or at least it's the utility section of the tree. Maybe they should switch the Tiger's Lust to be here, and that weird movement talents out of the Mistweaver tree to be in this one. I don't know. I'm only a baby game dev. Transcendence. Instant 10-second cooldown. Split your body and spirit, leaving your spirit behind for 15 minutes. Use Transcendence transfer to swap locations with your spirit. Pretty basic. The teleporty thing. Ring of Peace. Oh, this is good to see here. It's a good way into the tree, although, no, I like it where it's at.
Yeah, it's only 4 points.
40-yard range, instant, 45-second cooldown. Form a ring of peace at the target location for 5 seconds. Enemies that enter will be ejected from the ring. Ability to troll increased by 10,000%. This is my wife's favorite skill. Eye of the Tiger. Tiger Palm also applies Eye of the Tiger, dealing 28.736% of attack power nature damage to enemies and 36% of attack power healing to the monk over 8 seconds. Limit 1. Got the Eye of the Tiger. Wind walking. You and your allies within 10 yards have 2% increased movement speed. That's cool.
Up to 4.
But
Yep.
why is this like all on its lonesome? Where this 2% increase to you and all of your allies is on the way to some shit. Just curious. Oh, Resonance Fist requires monk. Okay. Summon White Tiger statue. Summon a 2-minute cooldown instant. Summons a White Tiger statue at the target location for 30 seconds. Pulsing 1 damage to all enemies every 2 seconds for 30 seconds. What?
Probably does attack power damage, but yeah.
It does say attack power damage. It's a static 1 damage. Let's. These two probably need to be, yeah. Definitely not done yet.
Whatever you want to think.
Alrighty. Moving on, we have the Tiger's Lust, which feels like really utility. I don't even know what that middle tree is now that I think about it. Like, it didn't feel tanky. It also didn't feel DPS-y. It just kind of was there. Is kind of utility, but whatever. I hope the Windwalker tree is like really impressive. Tiger's Lust. Increase the friendly target's movement speed by 70% for 6 seconds and removes all roots. 30-second cooldown, instant cast. Then that moves on to, so that's your buff for your allies with movement speed or yourself, because that's fun. Then you got Paralysis, which is your CC, 20 energy, 20-yard range, 45-second cooldown, incapacitates the target for 1 minute, limit 1. Damage will cancel the effect. We'll just go straight down here to Paralysis. Reduce the cooldown of Paralysis by 15 seconds. So it will be a 30-second cooldown for a 1 minute CC. Then you get Disable, which is no longer Disarm. 15 energy slash 1.7% base mana melee range. Reduce the target's movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. Duration refreshed by your melee attacks. So that is not a not the weapon chain thing. That's different altogether.
No, that's a different skill.
It had the same tooltip. That's pretty cool, though. Windwalker, level 41. Targets already snared will be rooted for 8 seconds instead. Then you got Detox, removes all poison and disease effects from the target. That's on an 8-second recharge, a 1 charge, 20 energy. Ferocity of Zune. Increase all damage dealt by 2%. Very nice. There's no damage reduction one? Okay, whatever. Spearhead Strike. Instant melee range. 15-second cooldown. Jabs the target in the throat, interrupting spell casting and preventing any spell from that school of magic from being cast for 4 seconds. Yeah, just in case you guys were wondering. That's what that does. Fortifying Brew. Turns your skin to instant 8-minute or 6-minute cooldown. My bad. Turns your skin to stone for 15 seconds, increasing your current and maximum health by 15%. Fortifying Brew increases the effect of stagger by 10% and reduces all damage you take by 15. There's that damage reduction one. But that's only on that cooldown, so that's still not the 2% all the time. Where's the ox buff? Sad face. Fast Feet. Rising Sun Kick deals 70% increased damage. Spinning Crane Kick deals 10% increased damage. And it doesn't increase your movement speed. What's it buffed to?
Right now it's still 2.
Yeah, broken. Got it. Then we've got choose one, Clarity or Chi Torpedo. Clarity. Reduce the cooldown of roll by 5 seconds and increase the maximum charges by 1. Or Chi Torpedo. Instant 20-second recharge, 1 second, or 1 charge. Torpedoes you forward and a long distance and increases your movement speed by 30% for 10 seconds, stacking twice. I think Torpedo's the better movement ability, but that's me. What do you think, Devil? Roll more or roll better? And really, the thing that makes it better is that 30% movement speed for 10 seconds that allows you to move wherever you want after you're done.
Yeah, I think Torpedo. I think I usually want a Torpedo.
If it didn't have that movement speed buff at the end, like if that was a separate thing, then I would
actually want to roll
I would
more
go with Clarity.
if I had more hills. I would have rolled better if I was in arenas.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
All right, and then we got Fortifying Brew or Fortifying Brew. Fortifying Brew also increases dodge and armor by 25%. Fortifying Brew reduce cooldown by 2 minutes. So you can either make it 4 minutes or you can increase it by 25%. I would go with the 2-minute reduction because that's hefty. What about you, Devil? Which one you pick?
Oh, on the Fortifying?
Yeah.
Cooldown reduction probably.
Yeah, right. Next we got Dampen Harm.
6 minutes too much.
Yeah, 2-minute cooldown. Reduce all damage you take by 20% for 20 to 50% for 10 seconds, with larger attacks being reduced by more. Next, we got the Touch of Death, which I guess is a tank move now. Touch of Death can now be used on a target with less than 15% health remaining, dealing 35% of your maximum health in damage. Okay. Then we got Expel Harm. 15% or 15 energy, or 15% of your energy. I think it caps at 100. 3% base mana, 100-yard range. 100-yard range. Instant 15-second cooldown. Expels negative chi from your body, healing for 120 and dealing 10% of the amount healed as nature damage to an enemy within 8 yards. Brewmaster draws in the positive chi of all of your healing spheres to increase healing of expel harm. Mistweaver may be cast during Soothing Mist, and additionally heals the Soothing Mist target. Windwalker generates 0 chi. Reverse harm generates 1 chi. Okay. Oh, if you're Windwalker, you can make it cost nothing, or rather, it costs nothing. And then if you upgrade it, it gives you 1. That's cool. Moving on, we have Generous Pour. You and your allies within 10 yards have 2% chance increased avoidance. Okay. Fatal Touch. Touch of Death cooldown reduced by 120. So, yeah, I like that. What's Touch of Death's cooldown? 3 minutes. 120, that's 2 minutes. So it's a minute cooldown. Digging it. Bounce back. NYI. When a hit deals more than 20% of your maximum health, reduce all damage by 100% for 4 seconds. This effect will or cannot occur more than once every 30 seconds. Being that it says 0%, I imagine it's going to not update. And then, last but not least, we have Summon the Black Ox Statue. 40-yard range, instant, 10-second cooldown. Summon a Black Ox Statue at the target location for 15 minutes. Pulsing threat to all enemies within 20 yards. You may provoke on the statue to taunt all enemies near the statue. How much health does it have?
Doesn't say.
Because it lasts 15 minutes.
Yeah, it just says it's a statue, so 15 minutes.
And it's only got a 10-second cooldown.
So it's probably just a threat holder.
Well, yeah, I got that, but you know how broken that would be in a raid if you could just drop something that will like taunt all of the ads and just hold them forever?
I mean, I think in the beginning they had that on end, but then they got rid of it. So we'll see. They probably do have a health thing, but probably not big in the beginning.
Like, as a utility tree, this tree is great. But, like, the Mistweaver gets way more out of it than anyone else as far as, like, usable stuff that buffs their abilities. It's kind of disappointing. And then, like, there's a lot of the DPS stuff in the Tiger Lust portion of the tree, when it should be in the kick portion of the tree. But yeah, let's see what they do. I'm actually pretty mildly happy with this tree. I give this one like a 6 out of 10. I am really excited to see these other trees. They look really interesting, like aesthetically. But yeah, that's it for today. You got anything to say, Devil?
I mean, Other than it, of course, being the first beginning of it being all randomized, I like how the talents are in general. Setup wise, it's pretty good, but I just like how the talents are right now. But I hope the talents stay stat wise that the way they are. Just I don't know. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
My
for
brain's
sure.
low right now. But yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that's Daftjack signing off. Catch you
Yep, double
guys
signing off.
tomorrow with another tree.